just past the open for the FTSE. It's 8 o'clock. I'm entered into a short here. We got a pin bar at the pivot level. Pivot level is not one of my zones. It doesn't fit all the criteria for all the zones. However, with the market looking very negative, I was expecting a sell-off in the morning. So potentially 15 points is what I'm looking for. If the market bounces up to 6,385 and then begins to show failure, I'll probably enter into a second position. But I will watch that and see what happens. So we're pushing higher now. What I'll do is I'll just let this video run. You can skip along if you want. I will see if it goes up to 6,385, just so you can see what I'm looking for if it begins to fail. It might not, it might just fall down. We'll wait and see. When the trade's finished, I'll also take you through my reasoning for the trades. I'll take you onto the daily time frame and show you the price action as well. So we're just pushing higher now, and the market's pushing up. You can see it's into negative 6.5. As I've already said, 6,385 is where I'm going to watch. If we get failure, I will enter into a second position. It might not make it up there. We'll just need to wait and see. Price action is quite slow as well. It's non-farm payroll today. The news release is coming at 1:30. Quite often on non-farm payroll days, the price action will be very slow up until the release is announced. Traders just don't want to invest money into the markets until they get that out of the way. Non-farm payroll can send the markets absolutely haywire. Okay, just because it is quite slow, I am going to pause it. I don't just want to have a video of 10-15 minutes of just silence with a candlestick popping up and down. So I'll pause it and I'll come back when anything begins to happen. Okay, the market's just starting to fall down. The 8 o'clock candle was a doji. It didn't go anywhere. It was an indecisive candle. 8:05 now. The market is just beginning to fall down. It's moving very slowly, and it's bouncing around quite a lot. I'm going to watch it. The market is negative. However, I am going to be looking for. Let's have a look. Yeah, 15 points. If it just breaks through the 6,357 level, I will let it run to the 20 points. But I will manage it when it gets down there. Where do we have? We have some support down here, 6,360. So yeah, I will manage the market if it gets down there, down to those levels. It's falling down. So I mean, this trade is based on the overall setup of the market. The fact that it opened again under the 6,400 level, which I mentioned earlier in the week, has been key for the FTSE for the last couple of weeks actually. Yesterday's price action, we fell away in the morning and then we pushed higher, pushed above the 6,400 level. However, it failed and the market crashed back down below it. That's a very negative sign. On the daily time frame, yesterday's price action was very negative. And we opened below the 6,400 level again. We also opened below the pivot. The market pushed up, began to fail off the pivot. So although it's not my zone, I was expecting some sort of a sell-off in the morning, especially with non-farm payrolls coming out later in the day. I was expecting the simple move to come in, the sell-off. It's reacting off of the 6364 level now. It's up to plus 7.5. So I'm going to watch it and see. I'm expecting it to break through there and come down to the 6360 levels. Okay, we're reacting off of the 6364 level. I was expecting a reaction down here. I'm still expecting the market to fall through. And the market is relatively negative. I'm not sure how far the market will fall. It is looking negative, but as I've said, with non-farm payroll coming out, it can just make the market a little bit more choppy. And especially when the news release comes out, it can completely alter the direction of the markets. So I'm going to watch it and see. I'm expecting it to fall down. I'm expecting 15 points as a minimum. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna manage it as it's going. I don't really want this to break back out of the pivot level now. So if it did that, I would just take a loss on this trade. Okay, so we're just breaking the 6364 level. Just a quick thing I want to go over. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This candle right here. A lot of people, if they're in a sell position, so this candle here, it came up, touched the break even. Then we had this candle forming. A lot of people see this candle and they think it's a bullish sign. It's very important to note that tails in the form of people looking at things like pin bars, so things like this. This is a pin bar. This is not a pin bar. There's no space to the left of it. So you can see all this space to the left of this one here. This is a pin bar. This is a rejection bar. This, if anything, is a continuation spike. There's no space to the left of it. The market is being forced down. It's then rejecting. However, it's not rejecting enough. You can see it's still negative. The bulls have tried their best to push the market higher. They've failed. They've taken it from down here. They've pushed it up, but the bears are still in control. It's a continuation spike. It's very important to note that, because a lot of people would just exit after this candle, worried that the market was turning against them. So we've pushed down. We've broke the 6364 level. I'd quite like it to close through this level now. If it doesn't, I'll probably bring my mental stop to break even and just protect the trade a little bit, because we've came down quite close to the original target. As we can see, we've got some support down here that's going to come into the market. 6360. Yeah, I mean, that's where it's reacting. I'm still expecting it to come down. At 15 points, I'll start managing it a bit tighter. I might actually close some of the position. 10 points. Okay, we've got a minute left of the candle. I'll pause the video. I'll come back on if it either closes above or closes down towards the 15 points. Okay, so the candle closed below 6364.3, so I am more confident now of the market coming down. I'm expecting quite a strong reaction from the 6357 levels, so I'm going to watch it, see what happens. 12, 13. What I might do is close out 75% of the position, which would be £15 a point. All you do is you put it onto the amount you want to close out. This is IG and Pro Real Time. Make sure you've unticked the stop and the limit order. If you don't untick these and then you try and close part of your position, it will just open another position going in the opposite direction, which is not what you want, clearly. So we're at 15 points here. I'm just going to watch it. I'm going to see how it reacts. I'm expecting it to pop through at least a little bit. However, I may just close it if it returns to 15 points, close 75%. we're getting the reaction. I mean, this is the sort of areas where bulls will try and step in. It's key levels from previous day's price action, which also tie up with where the market has been rejecting. So 15 points, close out 75% of the position. Oops. So that's it now closed. You can see this has changed to 5 now, which means the remaining position is £5 a point. So you've locked in profit. Just set this back up for the next trade. So we've locked in profit. Mental stops at break even. I'll actually bring down the physical stop. Sorry. Okay, and we'll see how this now moves. Potentially I will just close this if it doesn't break through 6357, because it is where I was expecting quite a lot of buyers to come in. It is quite a strong support level, and we are having the reaction that I was expecting. Although the market's negative, it's non-farm payroll. I don't have a specific target after this where I would expect the market to fall down to, just because it is very indecisive and just because we've got that news release. So it's better just to take your profit and walk away. 15-point profit, I believe that will be me at the target for the week. I went over this in previous videos, showed you results and stuff. Target is 2,000 Great British Pounds sterling for the week. 15 points, I believe, will take me there. So yeah, so I'll just finish. It'll be about 8:30, 8:35. You know, that's my day finished. That's my week finished. It's a great way to go into the weekend. Okay, I'm going to pause it and I'll come back just as the candle is about to close. Okay, the candle's closed. It's closed right on the 6364 level. As I've already said, I don't have a specific level I'm expecting the FTSE to come down to. I just knew it was negative in the morning. So if this candle starts breaking up above these levels, 6365, I'll just close it. I'm just going to watch it, see what happens. It may still come back down. It's looking fairly positive now though. Okay, there we go. So, there we go. 6 points for the second part of the position. It's always the risk you run when you close out part of your position and let the other part run. So first trade of the day, £247.50 sterling. I'm just going to now look at my results, work out if I've made my target for the week. If I have, that's me finished. That's how I trade. I won't sit in front of a computer all day. It's not how I want to trade. As soon as I make my target, that's me finished. The reason I love trading is because it frees up my day. That's just as important as my financial gain. So if I've made target, that's me finished. I hope you've all had a great trading week. I'm James Orr, and thank you. Okay, I'm just going to quickly add to the video. I realise I didn't take you over the reasons for the trade. So, daily time frame. Let's make it a bit bigger. So I've already went over how the market hasn't been going anywhere. We've pushed up, we've failed. We've pushed up, we've failed. We've pushed up again, we've failed. We've made a lower high, and we've then had a down day here. The market then opened slightly higher. It opened up right into the pivot level. The previous day's close was down 6360 level. The market then opened up here. It rejected. You can see it opened right after this candle. So it's another rejection candle. With the market being very negative, I was expecting a sell-off at least down into these 6360 levels. It came. You can see it's now having a very positive move. You got the pin bar which is in the predetermined zone. So this could have been a buy position, could have taken it. However, I've looked over my results. £1,961 it was. So I'm basically at target. That's me finished for the day, finished for the week. Okay, so this time, I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you.